everyone, Liane here. I hope you're doing well. I'm really excited to go over my planner and journal lineup for 2023. Now, look at this beauty. This is my oldest journal in this lineup. I've had this since 2015, so that means that I've had it for 7.5 years. And I'll go through this as we talk about the daily bedtime journaling routine that I'm hoping to do with this book and with this planner here. So I'm going to set that aside. And so I'm going to begin by going a little bit more broad with monthly planning, and then go to weekly planning, and then to go to my daily planning. And so I have I have this here for daily journaling. I have these two for daily planning. And then here houses my weekly and my monthly. So as we open this up, this is my traveler's notebook, regular sized, camel colored notebook. And it's getting soft. It hasn't really developed that patina that I'm going for yet. But I am noticing that the corners are starting to, have a little bit more wear, and it's starting to become a little bit more flexible. It's starting to, soften and age a little bit, and I am enjoying that process so far. You can notice that I have this little charm. Now, this means a lot to me. I got this on eBay or Etsy, I'm not sure where, but this is a bus token, a bus fare token, that comes actually from the town that my dad was born and raised in. And so, let's see here. This says 일반, and 일반 means I think general admission or admit one passenger. It's got these beautiful morning glory flowers, which are, I believe, the national flower of South Korea. And then if you look up here in Korean, it says 시내 버스, and I'm actually not sure what 시내 means. Maybe it's the name of the bus company, but it says bus. And then down here, it says Daegu, and Daegu is the town that my dad was born and raised in. So, as you know, there is this Travelers Company brass charm that is a little bit larger in diameter than this coin here. And when I saw that, I thought it was really cute. I almost purchased it, but I thought, wait, is there a Korean equivalent to this as far as the shape and the size? And so I did a quick search and I happened to find this, and I absolutely love it. I tied it securely, so I'm pretty sure I'm never going to lose this, but never say never. But it's already pretty special to me, and I wish I knew how old this coin is. If I did some Googling, I'm sure I could find out, if this is still in service or if this is something that's considered vintage. So anyway, that's the charm that I have on my Traveler's Company notebook. Now, this has my monthly calendar, and it has my weekly horizontal calendar here, my planner. Really quick, this is my junk/art journal. I'm about halfway through. I originally had it in my traveler's notebook. However, I'm inspired actually. Micah Oatley made her own fabric cover for her traveler's notebook refills. And so I'm really excited to create a fabric cover for this particular art journal insert, just because I do want to keep this separate from my planner, from my planners, just to, I don't know, I think to carry less when I'm going throughout my day. But also I don't want to buy another traveler's notebook cover. They're beautiful, but I just feel like it's a little redundant for me to have two, when I can try to just be creative this upcoming year and make my own fabric journal. So that's what that is. Going broadly from monthly to weekly, this is a monthly calendar refill that I made myself. I'm very proud of this. There is a printable that you could purchase on Etsy, and I can provide the link down in the description box. But I essentially just printed out, these are undated monthly pages. I wrote in the days of the week and also the month of the year. It's a Monday start, and then you've got a sidebar here that has room for notes. And essentially I printed out on copy paper. This isn't fountain pen friendly. So I'm going to use the Hobonichi brand, not Hobonichi, but the Hobonichi's Uniball Jetstream, the multicolored pen, the 3-colored pen that came with my, my planner here. And then also I would like to start using pencil to just to pencil in commitments. So as you can see, I personalized it. The pamphlet that comes with all Hobonichi planners, I flattened it out and then I cut it out so that it can be used as the cover for my monthly planner. And this is not perfect. In fact, there's a lot of rough edges, but I think because I made this, I am so proud of it. And I love it. I have it reinforced, the spine here, with washi tape. Added a little sticker down here to denote the year 2023. And I used a saddle stitch using some hemp cord that I had in my sewing kit. And as you can tell, there's like creases from, you know, how the pamphlet was folded, and I just think it adds a lot of character, and I'm really, really proud that I made this. And then what I have here in between my monthly and my weekly is this Couch to 5K running program. I recently got injured, recently as in April of this year. And in my recovery, now that I can get back to running again, I printed out this Couch to 5K running program. And I started this about 3 to 4 weeks ago. And every time that I run or walk that day, I will highlight it with whatever marker or highlighter I have on hand. And it's been really, really good. I can feel my body getting stronger with each day. I would say the first 2 weeks were difficult because I was just recovering. And so now I could say my 3rd and 4th week, I'm starting to feel a lot stronger, and I'm noticing that the training is starting to pay off. Okay, and then this is my weekly horizontal layout refill. This starts on December 19th. So I still have, I'm almost there, a few more days till we hit Monday the 19th. And as you can tell, it's a horizontal layout, Monday through Sunday, Monday start. So the right side of the page, I plan on inputting all the events, just some holidays, key events for each day. And then on the left side, any appointments, you know, like time commitments that we have, or like, yeah, appointments or meetups, things like that. I'll note that on the left-hand side. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to use this blank graph page, but we shall see. As you can tell, my kids will be on winter vacation next week and the week after. So it's helpful just to have like those events all organized in that way. Now their horizontal weekly, and I'm sure the vertical weekly does this too, is they come in 2 separate books. One for the first half of the year from, you know, mid-December to the end of June, and then there's another booklet for July until the end of December. So as events come up, as commitments come up, I'm going to write them out in my monthly planner. And then at the beginning of every week, refer to my monthly planner and fill out the commitments for that week. So I'm only looking 1 week at a time. And then every night before the next day, every night I'm going to refer to my weekly calendar as I start to write down my important to-do lists, and then also write down my hour-by-hour commitments. And then leave space here, whether if it's a busy day, then I might have, you know, more notes to explain, or like more subtasks for the project that I have planned out that day. But also I tend to leave this area blank so that when I have meetings or phone calls, appointments, I have a space to jot it down. So as far as like a daily carry goes, I will leave this journal or this traveler's notebook at home, but when I'm out running errands, then I will carry my HON with me. Thank you, viewer, for pointing out that the way to pronounce this is not HON, but it's HON. And I had mentioned in my previous video mentioning this book as I was doing the close-ups and first impressions. Somebody had told me, hey, I know that you wanted to put this into the cardboard liner, but if I wanted to use this as an art journal or if I wanted to add stickers, it would bulk up. And where is it? Here it is. There's no chance that a bulked up completed journal is going to fit in here. So I thought that was a really good point. So I think what I'll do though is instead of using this as an art journal, I'm going to use this as my daily planner. So right now, this is my daily planner, and I have been using it, and I use it. In fact, it's the one planner that I have used regularly, and I refer to this all the time. So once this year passes, then instead of going into the soft cover Hobonichi A6, I'm going to go into the HON. And I'm really looking forward to using this throughout the year and see how it ages by the end of 2023. Oh, one thing that I wanted to note is this Post-it note here, or this Post-it plastic flag that I've been using. I've been using this since April of 2022 of this year, and every day, you know, I'm taking it off and adding it to the next page, and it remains sticky, and it hasn't lost any of its stickiness, and it's been very, very reliable. So there is my daily. And then as far as thinking about my daily bedtime journaling, I'm using these two books. This is the Hobonichi Techo cousin version, and then I have here a 5-year journal that I purchased back in 2015. So unofficially, it's a 7.5 going on 8-year journal here. I bought this back in July of 2015. I think it was July of 2015 because, yep, I bought this in July of 2015. As you can tell, I have been very, very inconsistent with filling this out. But do you know what has happened? Since November, where is it? No, since October 30th. October 30th of 2022, I started filling it out on a daily basis. And then every now and then I'll run into a day where I did fill it out, maybe in 2017 or at some point in the previous 7 years. And so then I'll take the next vacant spot. But then about maybe 2 weeks ago, I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna stick to the middle entry. I'm gonna stick to it and just write every day. And then once I get back to January 1, I'm gonna start down to the second to the last section and work my way so that by the end of, 2023, by the end of 2024, I will officially call this a completed notebook or completed journal. I can't believe that I bought this back in 2015. Time passes. It goes by so quickly when you think about it sometimes. This is from 2017. So I'd like to finish this out. I will be done by the end of 2024, and then I will call this 5-year journal done. And then begin a new journal, I would say. I think it's going to be 2025. So 10 years will have lapsed from the point that I bought this 5-year journal to the beginning of my next 5-year journal. This journal I got from Barnes & Noble way back in the day. I don't even know, Midori might have already had their 5-year journal back then. But at the time, this is all I knew, and it was at Barnes & Noble, and I bought it. This paper is not fountain pen friendly. So I have been using my other pens for this journal, but this has now been a routine of mine. Every night since October 30th, I have been putting a few phrases in my journal, and that's been really helpful. What's new as far as like my journaling routine goes is I would like to incorporate this Hobonichi cousin. And much like this 5-year journal where it only gives you a small space to write, so far, because the 2023 cousin begins with a December monthly spread here, I have been going one day at a time and just writing, literally, it's like 10 words. And I plan on doing that, maybe like a 10-word highlight for each day at the end of the day. And then for the weeklies, oh, I'm not in the frame here. And then in the weeklies, it starts in December of 2026. But I couldn't wait, so on the 9th, I did write one little entry here just to talk about my hopes for this journal. And so I'm looking forward to the day after Christmas here where I can start writing in the weekly. And I did write on this little memo pad some prompts that will help me. Possibly what time I went to bed, what time I woke up, talk about my highlights and lowlights. Talk about my highlights and lowlights. It might be just a continuation of the little blurb that I wrote here in the monthly, and I just want to kind of continue in the weekly entries. And then in the daily pages here, these are some of the prompts that I have so far. It's going to be, I'm going to keep it pretty organic, pretty free form, meaning with each day, I'm just going to look at possibly like any prompts that I might want to, any prompts that I'm feeling would be fun to write, then I'll do that. So there's gratitudes, prayers, what I'm reading, what I read that day, a podcast that I listened to, what I'm worried about, and a feelings inventory. So the feelings inventory, I found this online. It was printed it's provided by the Center for Nonviolent Communication. But anyway, I think what's always a great practice is to identify how we're feeling or how we were feeling that day. And, there's like a feelings wheel that I refer to a lot, but this gets a little bit more specific. So I think what's really helpful about this is sometimes I don't know how I'm feeling, or sometimes I know that I'm feeling annoyed, but what this feelings inventory provides is, yes, you may be annoyed, but there are more specific emotions tied to this feeling of being annoyed. And so it helps me to more specifically identify the feelings that I was feeling that day. So that's also another prompt that I have for my daily journaling. So I'm going to keep these kind of as bookmarks with each, in the cousin here. And I'm very excited to try this out every night, because one of the things that I am endeavoring to do is to go to bed earlier. And that means that if I'm going to be in bed earlier, then I like to create some sort of bedtime journaling routine to get me, to slow down and to prepare for sleep. Because I like to be a busybody up until the wee hours of the night. But as I'm getting older, my body is telling me that I really need to get some sleep. So anyway, this is my bedtime journaling routine, my feelings inventory, and I'll probably just fold this up and keep it in my cousin. And then I have my daily journal here, or my daily planner. And this helps me to stay on course, moment by moment throughout the day. Do I refer to it throughout the day, and do I tick off all the to-dos? Absolutely not, but it helps to anchor me for the next day when I write out my day the night before. This is 2022, and I'm going to use this as my everyday daily journal for 2023, the Hobonichi Techo HON. And then I have my weekly horizontal planner, my Couch to 5K running routine, and then my handmade, hand-bound Hobonichi, my hand-bound monthly refill. There you have it. Well, this is my 2023 lineup. Excited to hear about what systems work well for you. Please leave comments, any questions. I love to connect with you in the comment section as well. So thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.